Hello, hello, hello. I am so excited for this topic today because it's just so awesome. So today we're going to talk about why you feel like you're doing all of the right things and still not getting the results that you want. Are you ready? I hope you get your notepads out. No, you know what? I don't want you to get your notepads out. I want you to just hang out with me and have a conversation. If you're joining me live for the first time, please let me know where you're joining me from. If you are joining me live, definitely say hi. I do want to reach out to you and connect with you. If you are watching this on a replay, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever it ends up on TikTok, please say hi. I am always interested to find out what prompted you to watch the video and if you took anything away from it. So today we're going to talk about why it feels like all the things you're doing aren't actually working. So there is a difference between doing something and being involved in the thing that you're doing. So I know that we have all had experience this with before, where you kind of check out, where you're just going through the motions. You're doing something mindlessly, right? We're really great at this. You get in your car, you drive to work, you get to work, and you don't really know how you got there. You're like, I know I got to work in one piece, but I don't remember anything along the way. That's doing something without being involved in it. That's simply going through the motions. We've all been there, right? Where you sit down at 8 o'clock in the morning and you look up and it's 2:30 and you're like, I don't even know what happened today. I know that I was answering a bunch of emails, but I can't exactly tell you what happened. I disconnected from myself and just did the thing. When you disconnect from yourself and you just do the thing, you lose a whole lot of power behind that thing. But this is what we kind of do, and it's not for any necessary good reason. Some of us do it as an attempt to protect ourselves from getting hurt. But sometimes we just do it because we don't want to feel doing the thing, whatever that thing is, right? Where maybe you're so annoyed that you're the only one who does the laundry and cleans the dishes, and so you disconnect and you do those things mindlessly. Maybe you hate your job and you simply show up and you do the thing mindlessly. You are leaving a whole lot of impact on the table when you do something mindlessly. Okay? So if you feel like you're doing all the right things, maybe your goal is to lose weight, or it's to make more money this year, or it's to have a better relationship with your partner, or it's to grow your income or your business or whatever it is. If you feel like you're doing all the right things and not getting the results behind it, or the results that you want, I'm going to prompt you to put your heart into it. Yes. Put your heart into it. Actually feel why you're doing that thing. This is going to be a game changer. Okay? So let me give you a prime example because I love when I can support this information with science. Okay? So there was a book that I read, I forget the name of it, but there was this study that was done years ago, and it was a group of housekeepers in a hotel, a very, very large hotel. And they did a study, and they told half of the housekeepers that their daily tasks were going to help them lose weight. Half of them. Your daily tasks, making the bed, vacuuming, cleaning the bathrooms, whatever it is, those daily tasks were actually going to help them lose weight. And they told the other half that their daily tasks were not going to help them lose weight. They had to exercise outside of work. They came back and they looked at these two groups 90 days later. Just 90 days, it's not a long time. 90 days later, they looked at these two groups. And the group of housekeepers that had been told that their daily tasks were going to help them lose weight, on average, lost 20% more weight than those who were told that they had to exercise. They lost more weight simply by being told that the work they were doing was making a difference in their health. Imagine that. If you knew that the work that you were doing, how you were showing up, was actually going to make a difference, you'd show up differently. And that's the difference here. If you feel like what you're doing isn't working, it's because you're not actually in it. I'm going to call you out on this. You're not actually fully in it. You are not fully in it. You may be sitting on the fence still, deciding whether or not this thing is what you actually want to do, because you want to see some results before you fully commit, right? This is how we operate. I don't want to go all in case it's not the right thing for me. But until you go all in and believe in yourself, you're never actually going to get the results that you want. And so many of us are sitting there on the fence like our little pumpkins, right? That just reminded me, there's this little song for the kids. It's like 5 little pumpkins sitting on the fence, right? One falls down, whatever it is, okay? If you're doing all of these actions and not getting the results that you want, it's because you don't believe that it's actually going to work. Or you're afraid it's actually going to work, which is another conversation in and of itself entirely. So how do you shift this? Well, one, are these actions you're taking really what you want to be doing? That's number one. Are the things that you're doing what you really want to be doing? If you're trying to lose weight and it's causing you so much stress because you're having to cut so much stuff out of your diet and you hate the exercise program and it's a chore to do any of those things, it's not going to work. It's actually working against you. You're fighting yourself on it. So find something that you want to do. Why do you want to get healthy? Maybe you want to lose some weight. Maybe you want to feel better about yourself. Great. Do something that brings you joy. You can dance 100 pounds off of you. Shoot, I've seen those things on TikTok where you can hula hoop all of that weight off of you. Whatever it is, it has to be something that you believe will actually help you. If you don't believe in it, if you don't think it's going to work, it's not going to. Not going to. You can go through the motions all day long, but until you believe that it's actually going to do something, it won't. Because doing is only part of the equation. The other part of it is who you're being when you're doing it. If you're like the housekeepers who were told that their daily chores, their daily work was going to help them lose weight, shoot, I'd be scrubbing those bathroom floors with a little bit more vigor, right? Because somebody said that's going to help you lose weight. Absolutely. I love that idea, right? What do you believe is actually going to benefit you? Are the actions that you're taking what you want to do? It's okay if they're not. Nobody's going to force you to do that thing, really, at the end of the day, right? Maybe your boss is suggesting that you do it a certain way. Maybe you're just doing it that way because that's what you've been told. So when it comes to the thing that you're doing, if it's not getting the results that you want, ask yourself, is that what you really want to be doing in the first place? And if it's not, okay, change it. Do something else. If somebody told you that the only way to grow your business is to do Facebook Lives and you hate doing Facebook Lives, stop doing them. If somebody told you that the only way to be a present mom was to sacrifice all of your time and worship the ground that your kids walk on, and that doesn't feel good to you, stop doing it. If it's not what you want to do, you have permission to stop doing it. Nobody's forcing you to do that thing that way. Now, maybe you're learning something about yourself, right? So I remember when I was first starting to grow my business, I was told that cold messaging was the way to go. And that felt so gross to me. So gross to me. I cringed. I was totally out of my body doing that. Because that's what somebody had told me to work, but it felt so awful to me, I didn't want to do it. But that's what somebody said. That's the way that you make 6 figures a year, is by cold messaging people. And the more cold messages you send out, the better chance you have that somebody's going to sign up with you. Oh, I hated it so much. And I was so relieved when one of my mentors said, quit it. Don't do it. If it doesn't feel good to you, that's not how your business is meant to grow. And I went, wait a second, what? So I can do this any way that I want? Oh, well, that's exciting. And then I sat down and said, okay, well, how do I really want to do this? What will be fun for me in growing my business? Because I'm a mom of 4 and I'm already taking a bunch of time to do something, all the things and all the responsibilities that I had to do. So if it's not fun for me, why am I going to do it? And so that's where the overjoyed mom came from. If it wasn't fun for me, why was I going to do it? I wasn't enjoying my business. Why would I show up? Why would I be here if it wasn't fun for me? Because you can tell right out of the gate. If I came in and I was like, so I'm going to talk to you today about Facebook and all of the things that you need to do to grow your business. And that's not enjoyable. Nobody's going to watch a video with that kind of energy. And certainly nobody's going to show up on your Facebook or on your YouTube or on your TikTok. Now, this is not saying that you need to fake the hype. If you don't like doing live videos, don't do live videos. Unless you really feel like that's going to push you into doing something uncomfortable. But there's a way that you can do all the things that you want to do that's fun. You absolutely can. Do I hate doing the laundry? Yes. 1,000,000 times over. How do I make it fun? Well, sometimes I'm listening to a podcast, sometimes I'm having a dance party, sometimes I just like to time myself and see how quickly I can fold a load of laundry. I make it enjoyable, because if it's not fun, I don't want to do it. Maybe it sounds like a child, but my children have taught me some incredible, incredible lessons. And the biggest lesson that they've taught me is that the more fun they have, the more energy that they have. You can watch it. Watch little kids. You ask them to clean their room, they don't want to do it. You keep asking them, they're going to turn it into a game. I watched my 2 little girls, they're 7 and 5. They had legitimately tornadoed Barbies all over the house. There were Barbies everywhere, and I didn't want to pick them up. And so I wrangled them. I said, hey girls, come help me pick up your Barbies. I don't want to pick up my Barbies. Can't you just do it, Mom? And I said, no, I'm not picking up your Barbies. You girls played with your Barbies. Now you're done playing with your Barbies. Can you please pick them up? They fought me a little bit more, but then they did this incredible thing. They went and got these little bouncy horses that they have. You know, like that ball that you would sit and bounce on. They have these 2 little horses, inflatable horses that they bounce around the house on. They each got their horse, and they started to race to see how quickly they could bounce these little horses with their toys and pick up their Barbies. This is why children have so much energy, because they find the joy in everything that they do. Everything that they do. They make everything a game. Everything is a game to them, which is why they have so much energy all the time, because they're having fun. So if it comes to losing weight, to growing your business, to saving money, to paying off debt, to, making more money, whatever it is, whatever the thing is that you're moving towards, if you don't believe that what you're doing is going to work, you're not having fun, you're just going to go through the motions. You're not going to get the results that you want. Well, maybe you're saying, okay, Steph, but maybe my weight has plateaued and I just can't lose the next 10 pounds. Okay. Maybe you need to reevaluate and do something differently. I talked about this in a post last week, I believe. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So maybe you're struggling to communicate with somebody in your house. You're like, I'm doing all the things and I believe that this is the way to do it, but it's not working. Ask for some outside perspective. Because somebody's probably going to be able to shed some light on something that you don't see. And maybe that way is more fun. So don't get so stuck in it having to be this way because this is the fun way and this is what worked before or this is what I feel should work. Allow somebody to kind of shed some light on it. And be open to the suggestion. Right? I was just talking about this with my husband last night, where we were talking about, you know, being open to a different perspective. I am usually open to other people's perspectives. Usually. There are moments where I will dig my heels in and be like, no. No, this is my way, not your way, right? But I do allow that. I allow the dishwasher to be loaded in a different way because who knows, somebody might be able to do it better than I can. I know, gasp. Oh, somebody can do the dishes better than me? I hope so, because I don't want to have to do the dishes forever. I hope one of my kids is able to do the laundry better than me, because I don't want to have to do the laundry forever. Right? Allow yourself to be open to a different perspective. And allow it to be fun. Most of us are walking around in our adult bodies being like, well, we can't have fun, we're adulting. Redefine adulting if it's not fun for you. Okay? So, to recap, because I love to do this at the end of the video, if you find that you are doing all of the right things and it's not working, check in with yourself. How are those right things feeling to you? Because if you were to ask me 10 years ago if I was mothering the right way, a lot of people would have said yes. Because I looked like I was mothering the right way, but I hated the way I was doing it. I was constantly on the go. I wore this busy badge of honor. I was doing all of the things. All the things. It was exhausting. I hated it. Didn't want to do it. But I didn't know there was another way until I saw there was another way. So if you're doing all the right things and it still isn't working, check in with yourself. Get honest with yourself. Okay? All right. I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. And to let you know, I do have spots available for private coaching still. I have a couple more spots. I am doing Voxer only right now, which I have found to be incredibly powerful, especially for my moms who are doing all the things. It's not easy to necessarily set aside an hour of your time to be on a Zoom call with me. And so I am providing Voxer support for my private clients right now. I do have a couple of spots available still. And so if you are interested in private coaching, it is $777 per month or $500 a month, paid in full $1,500. $555 a month for 3 months or $1,500 paid in full. You can message me for all of that information. I'd be happy to help you out. And I am excited to see your thoughts on this video. So I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. And as always, be big, be bold, and be opulent. Bye, love.